Hello, my wonderful friends. Today is a little different of a video. I'm not going to be doing makeup, at least not yet. I decided not to wear makeup because I have a sad story and I'm probably going to cry. So why put on makeup just to have to fix it or take it all off? So I'm extremely heartbroken. I had this beautiful, wonderful, sweet little Maltese named Princess. Of course, she was quite the princess for 13 years. And she passed about 2 weeks ago. Um, she was the sweetest dog you'd ever meet. At the end of this video, I'm going to post a video of her and I. She used to give me morning kisses every day. She had to lick my face every day. And she was very loving, and she would keep licking and licking and licking and licking. She'd go for half an hour if you let her, maybe longer. I don't know. I never let her. So, I I'm having a very hard time. It's so hard to say goodbye to her. And the thing is also that I used to not understand people and kind of thought it was, for lack of better words, dumb for them to be so upset over losing a pet. I thought it's just a dog or it's just a cat. It's not like your kid. And I want to apologize to everybody I ever thought that about, because it is like losing, well, I can't say it's like losing a kid, because if my kids, anything happened to my kids, I don't think I'd survive. But it is close. It is hurtful. It is horrible. I miss her so much. I mean, I've been sick. I have chronic illnesses. So when I was bedridden and feeling horrible, she'd lay with me and lick my face and help me feel better. And she did so many adorable things. She had the best personality. When she played fetch, you'd throw the ball or whatever it was, and she'd run after it, and right before she got to it, she'd leap at it. It's like, you think you're a cat? So, and there's lots of other things she did that was so adorable. So, what I'm gonna do to honor her is, at the end of every video, I'm going to tell a story of something she did that was just adorable or funny, or just her personality, and I'm going to tell a story about her at the end of every video, because I want to honor her that way. And I think you guys would enjoy it as well, to hear these great stories about this great dog who was just an angel. I mean, she was an angel. She was so sweet. She slept on a pillow behind my pillow on my head. That was her spot. Now I have a stuffed animal there. There's a company that does, if you send in your pet's picture, they will make a stuffed animal to look like it. So my husband's getting me one of those. I didn't think it would be this hard. I thought, it's an animal. No, it is so hard. And we have her in an urn right now. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of what happened. She had cancer a couple of years ago, breast cancer. And that is more common when they're not spayed. And she wasn't spayed. My ex-husband wouldn't allow it. So she did get breast cancer, and we did have it removed, and they said it didn't look like it spread with the blood tests and everything. So it was good. And we had her spayed to try and stop it from coming back. However, the vet said that it still could come back because it's a little late. So we're figuring it came back because then she got a lump a few months ago. And we took her to the vet, and they said, well, we could do a biopsy and, everything, and check it and then remove it. But if this is her second time, it's probably in her bloodstream already. It's already spreading. She's 13 years old. So we opted to not do anything. We made sure, though, that she was not suffering any of that time. She still was, she still played like a puppy. She played, she ate fine, she drank fine, she went to the bathroom fine, and she acted just like she's always acted. So we figured she's not suffering, then we're gonna just hold on to her as long as we can. One day, a couple weeks ago now, she had a seizure, and I look at my husband and I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? And then she had another one that day. And we figured it was probably a brain tumor at that point, because that's common cause of seizures, especially, like in dogs, and I'm sure in people too. And the fact that she had cancer before, it just spread. So we were figuring, okay, we could take her to the vet, we could put her on medication, but if it's tumor, that's not going to work. And she's 13, so why pay all this money when she's just gonna get it again, pass soon anyways? And why make her suffer? Because she'll still have seizures once in a while, even with the medication. It's not perfect. She'll be uncomfortable. So we wanted to wait and see. We're hoping the seizures would stop. The second day, she had 3 by noon. And we said, that's it. We need to put her down. So we called around for places that come to your home so that she could pass in our home and be comfortable. So since it was late by that point, a lot of places were saying they couldn't come till the earliest was 2 p.m. and then the rest were later, 6 p.m. We finally found a nice gentleman. He was at Serenity Pet Euthanasia. I think he's the owner. And he said he'd squeeze us in at 7 a.m. the next morning. And that was the best we could get. So we're like, you know what? That's great. Thank you. She ended up having 5 more seizures that day, between the day and overnight. She wet herself sleeping. She didn't even have a seizure. She just wet herself sleeping. She was becoming more and more incoherent with each seizure, less and less like herself. It did seem like, and I'm almost positive she still recognized me, because I gave her to my son to hold for a little while, and she kept looking at me as if she wanted me to take her back. So that night I was up all night with her. I had to give her a little bath, and I wrapped her in the towel, and after that she just stayed in my arms from that moment until she passed. She was in my arms, and I just held her, and I told her, she's a princess. You've done your job. You took care of us. It's your turn to rest now. You can go. Because I would feel her stop breathing, and then she'd breathe again. And it was as if she was fighting to stay with us. And I just didn't want to see her suffer. Those seizures scared her. She was suffering so badly. Um, so the gentleman came at 7 a.m. and I obviously didn't get any sleep, which is fine. I got that time with her. And, he gave her a medication, a sedative, and a pain reliever so that she'd relax and feel better and know what was going on with the IV and everything. So I just held her and talked to her and told her how much I loved her and I'm going to miss her, but I don't want her to suffer and I want her to rest. And she needs to be with the Lord, and I'll see her when it's my time. Well, the vet said, you know what, you can, after I give her the sedative and pain reliever, take your time until I give her, the final medication. And he said, I'm in no rush. You take your time. And I kind of felt like getting it over with. I didn't want to see her have another seizure. I knew one would be coming. And I was just, my nerves and anxiety, and I was just like, just get it over with, because I can't deal with this. And so he set the IV. He had a hard time because she's so tiny. I'll put a picture of her paw print next to my hand, and I don't have big hands. I'm a small person. I'm 5'1". I have this small little bone structure. So when you see the paw print next to my hand, it'll show you how small she really was. So he gave her the IV. And then he gave her the medicine. I'm sorry. And she passed in my arms. And I'm glad I could be there for her in her final moments. I'm glad that I could hold her and comfort her. So after she passed, the vet took the IV out and he left. Not completely left. He just left the room and he said, take your time to say your goodbyes. And, let me know when you're ready for me to take her. And we said, okay. And he left the room. And, it was my husband, myself, and my oldest son. My youngest son couldn't be there because he couldn't handle it. He's such a pet lover. And he can't see anything happen like that. So he stayed in his room the whole time. He couldn't do it. So the three of us said goodbye. And we told him he can come back in. He comes in with a pillow with a pink satin pillowcase on it. I was like, he's even got a pink pillow for my little princess. So I laid her on the pillow, and he covered her up. And he said we'd get her ashes in about a week and a half. And they'd call us. So he left with her. And for the first week, I cried maybe twice for about 2 minutes. I barely cried. And I don't know why specifically. It could have been that it just didn't hit me. It could have been that I don't face my feelings all the time and I repress them. It could have been that I was trying to be strong for my family. I mean, I'm the rock in this family. Everybody leans on me, which is hard sometimes because sometimes I'm at a breaking point. My oldest son is autistic. So everybody leaning on me and then having to help him along more so than a neurotypical 20-year-old. He's special needs. He needs a lot more and different attention. So I get so tired sometimes. Just so tapped out. But anyways, I digress. So about a week and a couple days went by, and his wife dropped off her ashes. They also gave us 2 clay imprints of her paws, of one of her paws, a framed picture of her paw, inked, and then 2 more papers with her paw prints on it, with ink. And I have a little setup on my dresser, and it's not finished because I need a framed picture of her and some other things up there. And but I'll put a picture of what I have so far. I'll insert it here. So then all of a sudden, 2 days before her ashes came back, it hit me. It was, I think, no, it was 3 days, because it was a Thursday, and she came home on Sunday. So Thursday, I just cried and cried and cried the whole day and night. I was just crying like mad. I just broke down. And I cried every day. Pretty much since then, I've cried a little bit, at least, every day. Because she's just not there. You know, if I used to share popcorn with her. We'd watch movies together. We were the girls in the house. You know, I live with 3 men, my husband and my 2 grown sons. And so it was, I'd put on a movie, and I'd say, Princess, let's watch a movie. And she'd sit with me and watch the movie. She'd watch TV. And I would give her popcorn. And you know how they can't have the little covers from the kernels, those little pieces? I would chew those off and then just give her like that puffy part. And I got salt-free and everything. So, yeah, that was our thing. I didn't give her people food normally at all, but that was our thing. We watched movies together and had popcorn together. So, one time I had popcorn and I was watching a movie, and I left it on the bed because I was laying in bed. I'm bedridden sometimes. So I left it on the bed to go to the bathroom. And as I'm walking to the bathroom, I'm thinking, oh, I can't leave the popcorn there. Princess will get it. But she wasn't there. So then I cry. And she's not there. It's so weird not having her here. And it's sad, and it can be depressing at times. I never knew it would hurt so much. I had no idea. So, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I want to share things with you and have you share things with me and get to know you. So, I just wanted to open up, and it helps to talk about it. So, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. I could use a friend right now, and I love you guys for being that for me. So the next video is going to be more upbeat, and we'll do some makeup or something fun. Not sure which one is going to be next, but it'll be a happy video. But again, thank you. Thank you for listening. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys. I love you. Here's a makeup baby. Here's a makeup baby. Here's a makeup baby. Mama loves you. Mama loves you. Here's a good girl. Here's a good girl. Mama loves you. Mama loves you. Just a sweet baby. Yes, Mama good. Mama loves you. He's a good girl. He's a good girl.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good